What's going on, everyone? I am back with another educational commentary. So earlier today, I got back-to-back wins. It was pretty nice. But mainly that's not the focus. The wins is not the focus. The focus of this is going to be me kind of explaining what I did to get these wins. And yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to be helping you guys out. I know a lot of people are struggling, trying to get their first win, or just try and win more consistently. And yeah, everybody just wants to get better, and so I am going to use my gameplay to kind of help you guys if you guys are struggling with any of the levels that I ended up playing on. So for this first map, we have the Whirly Gig. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what every map is called, but we'll see. As you saw right away, when you guys are in front, it's a lot easier when you're not next to someone. Or just like not near many people. You want to jump when you're on a decline, because you saw how fast I went. It's possible to b-hop in this game, which is what happened. Sadly, I had to make a turn. I had to kind of turn away from the yellow railing or whatever you want to call it. So I ended up falling, but yeah, that's just a trick I use early on in the game. In these levels where you can do that, just try and get ahead as much as possible. And then yeah, I kind of struggled on this map actually. Usually this is probably my best map, and I really struggled, as you'll see. I'm pretty sure I get hit by this. Yeah, I got hit by that. I've been trying to rush that. I with these kind of levels, like, I know how terrible a lot of other people are, so I literally just try and get through these maps as quickly as possible. For this, that is something I always do. Go as far on the left as possible. You need to be like right on the edge, kind of where your left arm is like kind of hovering over, like off the side. And then you just want to dive before you get to the fan or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, the fan won't hit you, or it won't hit you enough to where it knocks you off. But yeah, this is also something I do every time. I always go stand somewhere over there. If you guys pause on the video, you can see like exactly where I stop. The further out you are, the harder it's going to hit you. And it's always going to hit you perpendicular. That's how physics works. So yeah, if you kind of just, think about, if you need to go, like, I don't know, let's just say you need to go straight. That means you would need the bar to be like perfectly perpendicular to you, or to whatever the direction you want to go. So that's how I approach that. Even if you have a bad run like I did, I still ended up, I don't know what it was, like top 10 or something still. That can shoot you past like 4 or 5 people. Consistently, there have been people who were about to finish and ended up, or I ended up passing them because of that. It'll sometimes, depending on where you stand, I haven't perfected it, obviously, because that was actually a pretty weak hit, but there's sometimes where it can hit you all the way up through the finish line, and I've passed many people. I've been able to take first place a lot because of that. So if getting first place on that map is something you want, taking the shortcut by diving through the last fan, that's something you're gonna have to do. And then you're also gonna you can also use that trick by getting hit by the last bar to send you to the finish line. For the second one, we have the matching game, and honestly, for this, it's all about just repeating everything in your head. Every time, I'm literally just like, I forget what the other fruit was, but I'll be like right here, I'll be like apple, orange, grape, watermelon. So I see, because there's 2 fruits on the first one, 4 on the second, 6 on the third. You guys probably do know that. But yeah, that's just something I do. I'll be like apple, orange, grape, watermelon, and I'll just be repeating that as much as possible. You can also usually follow people, but as you see, those people who fell were probably people who didn't know where the grape was, and they ended up falling because of it, because there were a lot of people like, oh, where do we go, where do we go, where do we go? And then everybody was just trying to follow each other, but none of them knew where to go. And then again, for this one, it's like grape, apple, Okay, I didn't have much time to explain that one, but yeah, you just have to. Usually, I want to remember at least 4. Odds are, if you remember 3 or 4, the odds of the fruit being one that you know is going to be 50%. Or like 67%, you know, that's how it works. 3 out of 6, 4 out of 6. If you remember 6 out of 6, then you're guaranteed to get it. If you get 5 out of 6, odds are one of the fruits that you know where they are is going to be it's going to be the fruit that shows up on the screen. But yeah, there you go. That was that level. Very simple, not much explanation. For this one, I used to be totally against griefing in this game mode. I just thought it was very risky. I didn't like griefing that much. I usually don't grief. I'll usually grief people who are griefing me, but every now and then, if I see someone standing close to an edge, I'll go after them. If it comes up in here, I'll kind of explain how I grief on this level. But yeah, the main thing that I look at with this level is whatever platform I'm on. I've gotten a lot cockier with this level. As you can see, I'm constantly just moving around. But when I was starting off with this level, I thought this was kind of like a daunting level. I usually just I would stay on this pink one until I have to move off. And I wouldn't even focus on like the yellow or blue spinning platforms until I would need to move. So right here is when I'd be like, okay, where can I move? How long do I have till I move? And stuff like that. But as you can see, people have gotten more open to griefing on this level. You know, I want to say the first like 20, 30, 40 times I played this level, literally no one ever tried to even grief me. And now it seems like every game someone's griefing. So I do recommend constantly moving, constantly staying away from the edges until you feel confident enough to grief people. Another thing is I usually like jumping over the gaps. Like right here, as I was actually trying to grief that guy, but he ended up jumping. But yeah, I do like jumping a lot, but only if you're far away from people. If you're close to someone, there's been times where they've walked in my way when I go jump, and it ended up making me fall. So I'm a lot more careful now. I honestly wasn't paying attention right there. I'm pretty sure I was on my phone or something. But I ended up starting late, but that's okay. You can in this game mode. For this, again, I just follow other people, and I'm looking ahead at like the last 3 rows. Like you just saw, shoot, you can't see my finger, but these just shook over here, so you know the path isn't going to be that way. You saw this one shake, you saw this one shake, you saw that one shake, so it could go like up there. It doesn't, so it's either going to go all the way on the edge or it's going to go this way. Those people ended up risking it and jumping that way, so I didn't want to risk it yet because I saw a bunch of people were trying to jump, so I was just doing the safe path. I believe right there I took that risk because I saw this shake. Yeah, saw that shake there, so you know it's gonna be like here and then back around this way. So yeah, right now I'm just waiting to see which one. It's probably gonna be over here, as I saw that one. Oh no, it was right there, my bad. Let me go back and kind of go through that. What I'm doing is basically waiting till either one person like goes out. Like there was someone who went out over here obviously and they fell. So I'm waiting till someone goes out and I see that one of these platforms is uncovered, or I'm just waiting to see which ones shake and which one don't, and then I'll just go on the ones that don't shake. But someone here, yeah, he ends up going, and it never curves back. It'll never curve back. If the again, I said this in one of my previous videos, if the second to last row is uncovered, if you find it, this one's always going to be the next one. It's always going to be the next one. So I just bolt ahead to make sure I qual. And yeah, that again is how I approach that. Jump Showdown, probably my favorite finale. It's the one I'm most consistent on. I think it's very easy. Again, this is one that a lot of people have been griefing on, that I've noticed. I don't recommend griefing. I've tried to grief a lot of times and it just never worked. I haven't griefed that many times, but I've tried to grief to see how how I can do it, but it doesn't work out. I'm not the best griefer, especially on this. I always end up dying. I don't think I've ever successfully griefed, but as you can see, you saw there was one single platform over there. I never go to those. Like that guy's on it right now. You immediately jump off. Like don't be on a single platform. You're not gonna win. More than likely. And let's say this one were to shake and break, the person on that platform would not have been able to get back over here, and odds are that would have fallen at one point. But yeah. Anyway, with this game mode, I always like staying in front. I think you can obviously you see right there, those people stayed in back, and it was timed terribly for them, and they weren't able to move forward. If you're in front, you're able to move back. You're given more time to move back than people who are in back move forward, just because, you know, it's rotating towards you. So I always like to stay forward. I'm always seeing when it passes. Depending on when it passes is when I move. Again, I changed the camera angle a little bit to see if I was able to make that jump. If not, I was going to run back. I noticed that it's starting to pass underneath, closer to the platform. So it makes me want to go back a little bit. Like right there is fine. I know I'm able to get to this side before the bottom bar comes around, so I'm fine staying in front. Right there, you got to be predicting. You got to be predicting when that bar is going to pass, and that depends where you're going to stand. That's why I'm standing a little back, but then right there, I know that I'm going to be able to make the jump, so I move forward. Right here, I move forward because I know I'm going to make that jump. He moves backwards. If you can move forwards, I always say make the jump as soon as possible. You saw right there. Let me go back to that. Did I not go back far enough? I don't know. Is it here? I think I passed it. Did I? Or is it the next one? I don't know. Yeah, right here. I can tell it's going to be lining up to be somewhere. They're going to... it's going to be underneath the top. Both bars are going to be like on top of each other somewhere over here. So I run back to make sure I can make that jump, because I know this was spinning too fast to where they were going to meet up like somewhere over here. So I knew going back would be safe, and then I run forward as soon as possible. This jump shot has been going a lot longer, so you guys definitely do need to get really good at this game mode. Right there again, he gets hit, doesn't fall off, gets very lucky, but he moved backwards, I moved forward. Right there, I move forward, he moves backwards, and there you go. I ended up winning. Again, no matter how long that game mode takes, unless you're really good at griefing. Unless you're very good at griefing, I don't recommend it. If you want to get the hang of it, then yeah, go for it. But I'm fine where I'm not going to grief. I'm going to try and just stay away from everybody. If someone tries to grief me, then maybe I'll try and grief them, depending on the level. But for Jump Showdown, usually I'll just try and leave it, get away from them. If they're consistently doing it, then I'm just going to go try and grief, and hopefully he falls off and I don't. But yeah, for this map, again, I told you in one of my last videos, I wasn't paying attention at all during this. Again, this is one that I've gotten kind of cocky at. This is honestly one of my least favorite levels. But again, before it starts, you can see what the real last door is in the last row of 3 doors. By seeing which one's the shorter door. It isn't significant, but you can definitely tell. I'll show you guys when we get to the last door. But for this one, I just ended up in the back for the most part. I think because of right here. Yeah, because of right here. Oh no, it actually wasn't really right there. It may have been on this jump, but this is why I don't like the level necessarily. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, it's like me and this pink guy and this guy end up getting screwed over. We get hit while we're jumping, and I don't end up jumping over, so I end up in the back half of these players. Right there, I dove, and then I or yeah, I jumped then dove to make sure that I'd get over. And again, if I were to fall down, if you dive, you get back up faster than if you were to fall down. So right there, I take the shortcut because I didn't want to deal with knocking over the door. And then I did notice about right here, I could tell that the right door was shorter than these two doors. Again, it's not significant, but if you do look, it does look like that the distance between the blue to that is way different than this right here. So that's how I kind of knew that that was going to be the door, which is actually why I think I went through that right door right there, so I just have a straightaway to that door. But again, you guys saw I didn't have a good jump out of that, so I almost didn't qual. I ended up getting like 33, 34 or something. For this level, if I'm in back, I kind of just let everybody else go. If I'm in front, I'm trying to go as fast as possible, get on the triangle, jump up there. If this is super crowded, I won't go up there, but I saw an opening where most of the people already got up there, so I ended up taking that jump. Right there, I always recommend walking on the right side, just because you're gonna have to get to the right side eventually. But I ended up just crossing anyway. I ended up jumping up there as fast as possible for, you know, a nice little shortcut, and I ended up getting in like the top 3 right here of players. I always try and stay on the inside of these pink things. There's just no chance you'll get hit off if you stay on the inside, so that's why I do it. Again, I think I try and take over first. Yeah, I take over first right here. That's a nice little shortcut. It's kind of a hard jump to get up there. You have when you're trying to jump on this rotating thing, you always want to aim in front of it. I don't know if they updated it or something, because it seems like it's harder to jump on than it used to. But yeah, I always aim in front of it, so it was like about right here when I jumped. So you kind of just have to jump. You have to do this a couple times to really get the timing of it. I literally don't time it correctly. Like, more than half the time I'm not able to make this jump. But you can just make this jump up here where this guy is. You can literally jump directly from here to up here. You jump and then I just dive always. I don't know if you can make the jump itself. But this is like a supreme shortcut that allows you to just take over first. So I like trying that, and then if I'm not able to, then it's like whatever. But I think this guy ends up passing me here. Yeah, this guy ends up passing me, which is sad. I really wanted that first place. I thought it was gonna. But I don't end up getting it, and then I get super lucky. I get jump showdown again. I saw those bars were close. I definitely could have made that jump, but I didn't want to risk it, so I just waited. And right now I'm kind of predicting, or I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do depending on which platform falls. Obviously, you know this one's falling, but then what you have to think about: what if this blue one falls? What if this purple one falls? Which way am I going on? And I always stick with the platforms that have, or like the side that has the most amount of platforms left. So if I was like on this blue one and this blue one were to fall, I'd want to run this way if I can. Obviously the bar might be coming, so I might not be able to go this way, and I'll have to go this way. But I always try and stay on the side with the most amount of platforms. This would have had 3 platforms left. This would have 2. I don't actually remember what happened. I think we do get split up at some point, but I don't think it's one of these ones. Yeah, it's that blue one. So obviously, you know, if I was over here, I'd probably wait, but then I would make the jump over here. So if this like were to fall, you can make the jump from this purple to this purple. If you just stay on the inner yellow ring, you can jump and then dive. I always make sure I have a running start. I don't know if that actually matters. I don't know if there's like I don't know if it like walking is just an instant, but you see right there, yeah, everybody just comes over here. Very, very easy. And then again, I'm trying to stay in front as much as possible. I want to say, I feel like this game there were people bugging me, so I tried to stay away from them. Anytime someone's like looking at me, I always feel like they're gonna grab me, but I never know. I do end up making the switch to the other platform at some point. I'll talk about that more. But that's mainly with the timing of the bars. As you can see, like right there, we have a lot of distance between these two. A lot of distance. A lot of distance again. So I'm chilling. Right here, it gets close. It's getting closer and closer. So as you guys saw, if we go back a little bit, they're passing underneath when it was way over here, and then you guys will see it'll change. Or yeah, that's passing right there. Hold on. Anyway, I don't know if I'll actually. Okay, yeah, that right there passed like underneath right here. It passed like underneath right here, and then not this one, but I believe this one passed right there. So that it was gonna constantly change and change and change until at some point it's gonna pass while they're both on top of each other on this platform. So when that happens, I feel like the other platform is a better call. So I make that jump. Yes, there's more people. I didn't really like that, but I just thought the timing would be better on this. I didn't like the timing there. See where those are passing right now? They're like over. It was like on top and over. I get really lucky there. I thought I was gonna get screwed. I'm surprised pink and green didn't get screwed there. Yeah, the timing's kind of off over here, so I don't necessarily know if it was a good call. I think that's just desyncing with that dude, so I don't actually know what the timing is like over there. I don't know how he's surviving at all during that part. Like I'm just like, dude, I would be falling the entire time. But see right there, I walked forward as far as I could to make that jump. I almost didn't make that jump. I ended up falling down, but I was able to get through, so that was all good. This dude is struggling over there, and I definitely would have ended up falling off because this dude is getting that exact timing. I don't even know what he's doing to be able to stay on, but yeah, I think yeah, this was a very long match. Like I was debating whether to start griefing. This was taking forever. But again, right there, you got to play this game enough to get the feel of that. I knew that those bars were going to be passing somewhere over here. It's just a feeling I had based off of how fast they were going. So I went back this time instead of forward. If I were to jump up here, I probably would not have made that jump. But yeah. Again, right there, it was getting close to right there, but I don't know how that dude fell. I have no idea how that dude fell, but yeah, I'm just looking at the timing of this, and that's telling me whether to go forward or go backwards. Right there, it was hovering around there when they were passing, so I was staying on the back half. Right here, go to the back half, and then go forward as much as possible. That's just what you gotta do. Did Brown fall there? Yes, Brown finally fell, and then Pink quickly fell there. I think he went back and I went forward. Let me see that one more time because Brown falls right there. I go back and then I run forward. Pink went forward, but they were slightly behind me, barely, but they were slightly behind me. So I ended up winning back-to-back games. I always hate when it ends like this. If the two platforms are connected like the last game, I'm going to be 100% comfortable and I can last as long as I want. But when they're split up like this, it's definitely a lot harder to last. But I was able to, so that was really cool. So there you guys go. That was another educational commentary on my back-to-back wins. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys found it useful, and hope you guys are able to do better and either place higher or win more games, depending on what you want to do. Thank you guys so much for watching.